Hey boat friends, good evening. This is a night edition. Around 8 p.m. Central Time, we have the Algoma Transport. She's going to be going outbound to the lake. You can see her right there in the distance, the lighted superstructure in the center part of the screen. Well, let me show you some conditions before we get started. Let's start out with the weather. I'm going to try to make this somewhat interactive right when we start out these videos so you can get a feel for what's going on. You have 28 degrees, calm wind. I mean, really a pleasure being out here compared to what it was on Friday. You can see we have some ice there in the canal. I also want to show you here on marine traffic so we can get an idea of where the Algoma Transport is. You have the aerial lift bridge right here. There's the two piers. You have the Algoma Transport. Just made its way past Cargill. Show you a little more information. I saw the Bay Como was sitting over there at Hallett. You have the Missouri, the tug that was just kind of hanging out. It was doing a little bit of work, but I saw that slow it up. I have a few other vessels that are out there that are waiting to load as well. So quite a few that are still out there, but wanted to start out always giving you a feel for the conditions, what's going on. And I'm over here on the South Pier side, a bit icy, still able to navigate through here. I got the boots on, so it's a combination. You can see it's a little bit of a thawing occurred this afternoon, but you do have some ice. Bridge fully raised. Good looking vessel, the Algoma Transport. Let me set this up. I'll set this down and we can watch her come in with these beautiful lights in the background, the night sky here in Duluth. I'm going to give you a little information about the Algoma Transport. Give you some more information about her before we see her go. Algoma Transport, 730 feet in length, built in 1979, cargo capacity 32,000 tons. She was built and originally named the Canadian Transport. That stuck from 1979 to 2011. And now you have the Algoma Transport. And word on the street, though, is that there's a possibility that this vessel, unfortunately, could be seeing the scrapyard at some point, which I hope is not the case. But the owner of the company, the organization, is Algoma Central Corps. They have quite a few other ships that are newer, and again, this is just nothing is confirmed, but that's what I heard. A little icy out here. Show you the canal. Lift bridge is fully raised, as you can see. We should get a great shot of the Algoma Transport going outbound. Take a look at the ice. I'll walk down a little bit before she hits that corner. Very icy right here. Really not picking up my feet. You hear it cracking below. Let's take up this position right here. Watch her come around the corner. You can see the Duluth skyline. Duluth Aquarium is straight ahead there in the center portion of the screen. You can see those communication towers at the top of the hill. You have Lake Avenue that continues past the lift bridge. Wanted to take up a new position. Typically you see me down there by the green gates, either on the north or south pier, but I wanted to get directly under the bridge. New perspective. And hopefully we also get a nice salute from the captain. And you can see her right there on the left portion of the screen. She's making her way around the corner. I also have this marine radio that we'll be able to listen to together if there's any communication back and forth between the bridge, any of the vessels, maybe one of the tugs. Again, thank you for joining me. It's always fun at night, and especially in this temperature. I'll tell you, 32 degrees. You might as well say I'm in Hawaii right now. And she's leaving Smet Dock. She loaded petroleum coke. Take a look at that ice that you can see right there on the ground there to the left. It's a Saturday night, so you have a few people out here. Came over here on the South Pier. Figured it'd be a little quieter. Give you a look around. One of the counterweights there, aerial lift bridge. Yeah, and here she comes around the corner, 730 feet in length. I'm hoping, because it's a pretty decent hour here, around 8 Central Time, that the captain is going to give us a fun salute. The conditions on Friday, I don't know if you saw that video already that I shot. 40+ mile per hour wind. Unbelievable waves. It was definitely fun and scary at the same time. And so when you see these calm conditions right now, where you can see the little bit of ripple in the water, a little bit of ice over there, it's actually a pleasure. Like I said, 32 degrees. Yeah, it'd be pretty sad if that really is the case, where possibly this vessel would get scrapped. In the source that I have said that it's a possibility before that 5-year inspection, just based on the fact that the Algoma Central Corp, they have other vessels that I think are serving them a little better. We'll get a really good look at her as she gets closer. And it's okay. If you want to fast forward, go right to the ship, no problem. But we're just going to take in the ambiance and feel the atmosphere, take a look at the ice out there in the canal. Steady movement of that ice. You know, one day there's no ice, and another day there is. And at a certain point, you know, we're in April now. We got to be done with this. What I'm noticing is the captain is making a pretty significant portside turn. Actually, other side, starboard. Yep, that's a starboard turn. Good looking superstructure, if you notice that. Captain has a spotlight that is engaged right now. Algoma Transport is fully loaded of petroleum coke. Give you a good shot of the Duluth lights in the background. We do a radio check here. Okay, so we got the volume up. And I did hear the captain of this vessel radio earlier that there was some issues loading. Not too sure exactly what that was, but you could hear a little bit of frustration in the captain's voice about the slow progress with some of the loading. Then I've been keeping my eye on the Missouri as well. That tug, anytime that Missouri is moving around, that tells you that there's going to be some action coming. So I really use that as almost an early warning system to allow me to get ready for whatever the next vessel might be. Well, on top of the bridge right there, you have two very bright lights. Impressive superstructure, as I mentioned before. Looks like the bow is just entering some of the ice chunks, the ice pack that is making its way through the canal. She's definitely sitting low, there's no doubt about that. Fully loaded. Again, ship built in 1979, so 40 plus years old. You can see that spotlight a little better now. Making her way through the ice chunks. Get a shot of this superstructure on the back there. You notice that one of the lights have been shut off. Starboard side that has the light on, and the port side the light went off that was above the bridge. I appreciate that captain's salute. Give you a good look at that superstructure here. You can see the navigation equipment there on top of the vessel there on the superstructure. Right above the bridge. Very nice lighting setup that they have there. You can see the boom as she goes under the bridge right now. Definitely hear the engines running pretty strong. Got a lot of weight to push. Got the Algoma Central Corporation logo right there on the stack. Get a good look at her as she goes up onto the lake. You got actually someone that's looking right there. If you see the bottom portion there, that door open. Talk about a nice view, huh? Great looking ship. Well, hey, there you go. Algoma Transport. We caught it together. Still some ice in the canal. We wish the captain and the crew a safe voyage out. And I thank you for watching the ship with me. Boat friends, I will see you very soon. Next ship is just around the corner.